Hello everyone, Ignis here, aka Iggy the Eagle, and today I am showing you a little bit of the footage of the Lord of the Rings Online expansion High Elf race introduction for the Mordor expansion. And it's pretty neat because I'm not going to tell you exactly what's going on right now, but this is level 1 of the game, and I'm in Mordor, so I'm not going to do any spoilers. I recommend you getting the game and finding out what's going on right now, but this is the very beginning for the High Elf race. Pretty exciting material, so right now I'm going to go and skip ahead and show you where you end up after this introduction. And so after all of that, I find myself here in the halls of Rivendell, and pretty refreshing place to be after being in the middle of Mordor. And pretty much at the beginning, you just kind of go through that instance in Mordor, and don't want to give away any spoilers on what exactly happens. But it's really exciting, especially for the people who are really serious Lord of the Rings fans, just to be able to see some of that content in the game at the very beginning of the game, many years before Sauron fell. So, and then now you start out here, and then it's going to take you back to Helgen, the land of the elves. So pretty much you just kind of go through here and talk to Elrond here. And
it brings me great joy to see you upon your feet once more, my friend.
Well, thank you. So it's pretty rich storyline in the very beginning of this new intro for the High Elf race. And I'll let you all enjoy experiencing that for the first time yourselves, and I'm going to show you one other thing, and then that will be it. And I hope you all are doing really well today. So many of you might be wondering at this point, what is the difference between the elf and the high elf? Well, here's the elf, and these are basically the character creation models for that. And then here's the high elf. The high elf has a different look. He's definitely more intense looking, have piercing eyes, and it's really nice to see that the quality of the character avatar is increased. And then here's the elf again, so there's that one, and then here's the high elf. And then with the high elf, we've got the rune keeper, the minstrel, the lore master, the hunter, the guardian, the champion. And then in addition to those, as you can see here, that captain is now an available class for the high elf, whereas with the elf there's no availability of having a captain. There can't be captains for elves, so the high elf can be a captain. And in addition to that, there's some great buffs for the high elf. As you can see here, the Piece of the Eldar is a plus 20 maximum morale and a plus 60 non-combat morale regeneration. And then with the elf, as you can see here, what they have is a Sorrow of the Firstborn, which is a minus 20 maximum morale and a minus 60 non-combat morale regeneration. So that's a pretty big difference. For one of them there's a negative 20, then the other one's a plus 20. And so the high elf actually has no negative morale situation at all in their traits. So the other characteristic here is interesting is the Fading of the Firstborn, which is a -7 fate for High Elf, and then they have the Suffer No Illness, which is the same for the regular elf, plus 1% disease resistance, plus 1% poison resistance. And then there's the Sorrow of the Undying, -7 will for the High Elf. So those are there's kind of more of the characteristic debuffs on that sense for that. But then for the regular elf here, they actually have the Sorrow of the Firstborn and also the Fading of the Firstborn. So that's really an interesting thing there. Now I will say the regular elf does have the plus 15 agility, which is nice, especially considering that if you want to go a hunter route, then that's really good for that. But anyway, so I just thought I'd share a little bit of that with you, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I hope you're doing well. God bless you all.